Shoot an arrow into my eye, we have only one more episode of Monarch until the season finale. Apologies on not having a video for last episode. Apparently my family thinks staying inside all day and talking about TV shows is unhealthy, and I couldn't Hiroshi my way out of spending time with them. But we're now back with a whole slew of new answers and theories to prepare us for the final episode. As always, I've left timestamps below to all the topics I'll be covering. Now let's get into it. It's been over 3 years since Keiko fell through that crevasse in Kazakhstan. Presumed dead, Bill and Lee have not only taken care of her son Hiroshi, but continue her work with Project Monarch. All of this has led up to a mission to what General Puckett calls the Underspace, the world under our own where the Titans live. Dr. Suzuki, who we met briefly in episode 6, has found a way to this new world. However, one can't simply travel there on their own. The way is blocked by unstable energy, which can only be calmed by the presence of a Titan. Thus, Monarch has developed an ingenious solution by luring a Titan so they can slip in along with it. Remember that weird device Suzuki used to lure Godzilla? They've strapped one of these babies to the bottom of their metallic craft, hoping to lure a Titan to stabilize the portal. Then it's simply a matter of letting their spherical craft go and let gravity do the rest. But the test doesn't go as planned, as a blast of energy explodes topside, making those in charge, including Bill Randa, think that the crew has been killed. But Lee and 2 others survive the crash, emerging in the homeworld of the Titans, commonly referred to as Hollow Earth. It's important to note that Lee was only down here for a few hours before a Titan attack opens another portal and sucks him back to 1982 Japan. 20 years have passed when it was only a few hours for him. This explains why he looks so good for being someone who should be in his 90s.
Don't let this get to your head, but you look good for 90 whatever.
The exact cause for this time discrepancy isn't exactly known, but the show has often stated that the laws of physics as we know them are different in the Hollow Earth. This would also explain Keiko's reappearance at the end of the episode, looking exactly the same as she did in 1959. If we're going by Lee's experience, it's possible that Keiko has only been here for a few days, while over 50 years have passed topside. It's also possible it could be longer. We don't know if time can quicken or slow down here, or how it even works, frankly. We do know that Keiko has had enough time to fashion her own bow, and it's possible she is the one sending these gamma messages from below. But how could she possibly do that? Well, Lee and his crew did leave behind Dr. Suzuki's gamma emitter when they came in 1962, so it's entirely possible that Keiko found this and, having known how to use it by Suzuki himself, was blasting this energy in the form of Morse code. This was the first episode where I got a bad feeling about Hiroshi, specifically his chat with Lee in 1982. Not only does he not want to help Lee, but he sends him off to this old folks home to be drugged until he dies of old age. If you put yourself in his shoes, almost everyone he's cared about has died as a result of Monarch, and in this episode he learns that Kate has died as well. He even tells Lee that everyone would still be alive if it weren't for all of them meddling around with the Titans. We also know that, even though he worked for Monarch, he used their resources for his own personal projects and was fired for it. So he has motivation to hate both the Titans and Monarch, which could mean he teams up with Apex Cybernetics, which were hinted at the end of episode 7. Apex's goal is to destroy the Titans by controlling them, so it's a possible avenue the show could go down. After dodging these cool reverse lightning strikes, a result of the portal's energy dispersing, Lee and May travel through the Hollow Earth. It's very likely that they'll end up finding Kate and Keiko, which will make for a very interesting reunion between Lee and his old fling. Ken also awakens in a Tokyo hospital after the collapse of the Kazakhstan reactor at the end of episode 8. Verdugo basically tells him to get lost and that Monarch will take things from here, but after a pep talk from his mom, he decides not to give up, leading to a confrontation with his father. It's possible we could see these two teaming up in their search for answers. The title of this episode is Axis Mundi, a Latin term meaning axis of the world. It's basically a concept that describes a central point in which our world or universe revolves, and this axis can connect different realms or dimensions. The one here connects our world up top and the Hollow Earth below. Now we get into our trailer sleuthing section where we look at the season's trailers to see what might be coming up. Well, it looks like May and Kate have reunited and that they're talking to Keiko. Note the Monarch capsule in the background, which suggests the gamma emitter is nearby, which Keiko may have used to send those messages. With this shot here, I think we can safely say that Kate makes it back up top. And how exactly? Well, we get this shot of them in the Monarch capsule. My guess is that they lure a Titan over to suck them back topside, or maybe they get some help from Monarch in this task. Back up top, we see these soldiers escorting plainclothes civilians. Are these Monarch soldiers or perhaps Apex? Here we have a shot of the Lawton Dragon, who we were first introduced to in episode 2. It looks like there's going to be an epic showdown between her and Godzilla. I wonder if it'll be Godzilla who protects May, Kate, and Keiko as they make their escape. Well, that's about it for this video. Now I turn it over to you. What do you think will happen in the season finale? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and for more bad takes you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ThinkStoryYT. Until next time, remember, Daddy loves you very much.